Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is EMC, as you guys all know. How are you guys doing? How has January been? I know that we have 31 days in January and it's went by so fast, like literally so fast. Just last week, I was talking to my friend and we're already having plans about August. I'm like, we are in January, we've not even started February, and we're already talking about July and August. Like, I feel like time flies so fast, and yeah, it's just so funny how, like, the concept of time really, like, we just started the new year like a few days ago and now we're like in the end of January already, just like that. But anyways, so today guys, I just want to check up on you guys. Hope you guys are fine, hope you guys are doing good. Thank you for all the new people that just subscribed to my channel, and for everyone that has been engaging so far on my previous videos. Like I said, this year I'm going to be posting more, and yeah, this is just me fulfilling my part of my own bargain. And what I want from you guys is really to engage with my channel. So if you know that you're not yet subscribed to this channel and you have been watching me for a while now, I mean, just click on this subscribe button below. It's really free. Like, it's not paid, guys. I'm not charging you. Just subscribe to my channel, support this channel, and let's grow together. So if you like this video too, you can click on the like button just before we like go further into the video. You can like it already, and also remember to share to your friends that this video might be useful too. If that makes sense, share on your WhatsApp status, share the link. It's free. Support me. Yeah, thank you guys for always supporting me and coming through for me. And yeah, today's topic is quite interesting, right? I decided to do this topic. I don't know why. I just feel like I've been living in this country, France, for like a while now. I would say a while. This is like my seventh year. I've written down like a few points on my phone that I want to share with you guys just so that I don't forget anything. But yeah, in the real sense of it, I feel like living in France has taught me a lot in the past 7 years. And really, I feel like I just want to share with you guys, especially for those people that, maybe they've been living in France for a while or they plan to come to France anytime soon. I feel like this video will be helpful for you. And yeah, and I think just a very quick background, like I told you, like I always say that as much as I studied French language in university, I studied the history of France, I studied the French culture and civilization. Nothing really prepares you for, living in the country itself. Like, you can learn about theory, you can learn about the story, you can learn about the history, but coming to live in the place, like live in the city, it's way different, right? And when we're talking about fitting into a culture is really important as a person, as an individual, because that's going to help you go a long way in learning about the system, learning about how things work. So I would just list a couple of things. I think when you come to the understanding of these kind of things, it will help you fit in faster as a Nigerian, especially. So one of the fastest ways by which you can fit into the French culture, number one is stop trying to impress. Stop trying to be impressive. Stop trying to impress people. Stop being a people pleaser. That's number one. And I feel like Nigerians in general, I'm not saying like Nigerians like to impress or whatever. Like, I feel like the Nigerian culture, we are very extra. Like, we go the extra mile. We do things. Even in our weddings, you see people going all out to like slay, dress up, wear the best attires, even in their greetings, you have to like kneel down. That is our culture. That is our tradition. I'm not saying we should throw it away. It's good. It's a good thing to be respectful, to be open, to be how will I say, to try to impress people, like, come through for people, try to do things for people, it's good. It's part of our culture. We have like a very community kind of, culture and stuff. But the thing is, you have to also understand that there are cultural differences, and when you're in Rome, you have to act like a Roman. So, as a Nigerian, the first thing you should have in your mind when living in France, or when coming to France, or when trying to fit into the culture of the French people, number one, just try to being like stop trying to impress. Stop oversharing. Why are you oversharing your life history with somebody you just met? In Nigeria, like, it's very, very common. You can meet somebody on the road, or like because the person speaks the same language as you feel very comfortable with them, and you guys can just hit off a conversation and just start talking. And then you talk about your life, you talk about your history, you talk about your family, and then you're oversharing for somebody you just like barely like met like just a month ago. In France, it doesn't work that way. You have to try to be very selective. I think the French people, they respect discretion, they respect your space. They don't like, if you're this kind of person that's always shouting and trying to impress people, they would actually be very suspicious of you. Like, you need to just keep things on a low. Like, less is more. Do you understand? Like, less is more. Try to keep your respect, try to keep your steez, maintain your composure. Don't try to go out of your way to impress people. And that's what I've learned. Even in the corporate world, I don't go out of my way to like try to impress people. I do my thing. I try to relate with people the best way possible. I try to, make friends. I try to just have, a very good relationship, cordial relationship with people. Whereas you're not cold, neither are you hot. So one thing you have to do is actually to stop trying to impress. If you want to fit into the French culture, you should rather seek to understand people, be inquisitive, be curious, be observant, right? That will go a long way in order for you to be able to fit into the culture like in France. Another thing that I would like to say is that the language is a non-negotiable, right? I'm not saying you should be the perfect person when it comes to speaking French. You don't have to be the most perfect in the world, but you see that little effort. You see that little effort. That is what the French people like. I feel like people come to France, and it's weird when Nigerians like that I've met, some Nigerians I've met, they come to France, they've been living here for like 4 or 5 years and they don't know how to speak the language. It's which English can I use? It is bewildering. Should I say bewildering? Because I'm like, how have you been able to fit in? How have you been able to have conversations with people? We like French people are not of the French culture. They're not seeking for perfection when it comes to speaking the language as a foreigner. But one thing you have to learn how to do is, try to make an effort. Even if it's bonjour, you want to say bonsoir, comment ça va, merci beaucoup. Just those little things can go a long way, and they appreciate your effort rather than just acting like I don't speak French. You don't speak French, okay, so you don't speak French, okay, so what should we do? Like, do you understand? Like, if you want to fit into the culture, because like you can't walk into a place, you can't walk into a boulangerie, or you want to buy something without saying bonjour, and then you come and you're like, oh, I don't speak French, so that means you'll be saying hi, good morning in France. Why? You're not in Nigeria, you're not in America, you're not in the US. I feel like when you're in France, you respect the French culture. Bonjour is bonjour, merci is merci, thank you very much. Like, it is the right thing to do. So I feel like if you want to fit into the French culture, I think you should also learn how to, try to say like those, words that try to say those words that are needed in your everyday life. Try to imbibe them into your everyday speech. Try to just insert it like here and there. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be like very smooth. If you want to be able to fit in faster, I think you should just speak the French. Even if you're not confident enough, just speak it. Speak it anyhow. It will be accepted. Because imagine those French people now, they don't even understand English. Some of them, they don't understand English, and they are very very shy when it comes to speaking English because they are scared of their accent, and they're also scared of their intonation or how they will pronounce the words. You as an English speaker, and you speak French, that's the same way it sounds to them when you're speaking your French. They would want to help you, want to correct you. So having that boldness, having that, wanting to actually even try, they would want to help you. So I think it's better to try than to just remain, I don't care, or I don't really want to learn, or like you're not interested. Like, it's not impressive really. And even like French people, even at work, if you don't say bonjour, like, and you just walk past somebody, it's a bit rude. And to be honest, like, they will treat you like you don't even exist. So I feel like just trying to say bonjour, or like, just like those little expressions would go a long way to help you fit into the culture better, if you know what I mean. Another thing that can really help you to fit into the French culture, this is very important, guys. Understanding the French mindset would help you fit into the culture very like easily. French people complain a lot. It's not new. It is a thing. Like, they complain about the weather. They complain about the trains, they complain about the government, they complain about different things. French people complain a lot. It is normal. And then when you see them complaining, you are tempted in your mind, like, these people are complaining, they don't know where I'm coming from. I'm coming from Nigeria. Nigeria is not the most perfect country. I remember living in Nigeria like for like most part of my years growing up. Like, there are a lot of things. Like, have you stayed in traffic for 3 hours before? 4 hours. In this Paris, I don't think I've experienced any traffic that is more than 1 hour. Outside of Paris, I don't think there are other cities where you have like traffic that would be like up to 3 hours, 4 hours. Like, what are you doing on the road for that long? Or what are you doing in one spot? I've been in Nigeria, I've been in like Lagos traffic. I've seen how the government is, they don't care about people. Like, I've seen how like a lot of things happen that people do not like about Nigeria. Is it the electricity? Like, talk about that. We'll complain till tomorrow, till God comes. But when you're in France and when you understand the French mindset, when you're in a French gathering with French people, right, and they're talking about something or they're complaining about something, it's not the time for you to come and be like, oh, in Nigeria too is worse, or try to say, thank God it's not Nigeria. Like, don't insert your your own life into the conversation, because right now we are complaining about something. We are complaining about the weather, like, oh my God, it's too hot. We know you're coming from Nigeria, and Nigeria is not a cold country. We don't have winter in Nigeria. This is not time for you to come and be like, oh, thank God it's not Nigeria or something. Like, it doesn't, fit in. I feel like at that moment when people are complaining about something that is visible, like something that we can see, something that everybody is feeling at this moment, the best thing for you to say is, yes, that's true. Like, try to put yourself in the conversation, right? Try to say, like, contribute to what is being said. Oh, it's really hot today. Oh yeah, like yesterday I was really sweating. I had to take off my coat. I had to wear something, light, because it was really hot. I had to I had to get a new fan because everywhere was just so hot. It's really, really hot. Like, try to contribute to the conversation. Don't try to twist it. And, for me, I feel like the French people would appreciate that more. Like, it's just a thing of wisdom. It's not like it's not like Nigeria is not important, or it's not like where you're coming from is not important. Just try to focus on the conversation at hand. That is understanding the French mindset. Don't try to twist it to, like, it's like you're going off topic. Do you understand? So yeah, I think if you understand me, like, yeah, that is just one thing that will make you fit in better, because I don't want you to be a person that's always killing the conversation. And then when you kill the conversation, you wonder why people don't like talking to you, or you wonder why people are always trying to run away from your conversation. It's so funny, but yeah, just try not to be a conversation killer. Try to be in the moment. Try to, contribute to what is being said. Don't try to twist things. I mean, yeah, don't try to be that person that is a conversation killer. Try to contribute to the conversation, and try to even develop it more. Try to even go, like, switch it up a bit for them. You understand? So yeah. So I was going to talk about like dressing and how you look in France. I think the French people generally, like, I think France generally, or Paris, is known for their high fashion, their luxury, their everything quality. Like, yeah, it's good. But when it comes to dressing, I think one thing that is very important. I saw one video on Instagram one time where one girl, not even in France, I think it was in the UK. So in Nigeria, in the corporate world, when people are going to work, they like dress up, they wear like heels, they put on makeup, they do everything just because they're going to work. They want to look good, presentable, because in Nigeria the culture is like, um people address you the way you are dressed, right? And the girl, I think in her Instagram video, what she said was on her first day of work, she had dressed up, done a lot of makeup, looked everything like, sleek and everything. And then she went to the office. And then when she got there, even our manager was wearing jeans, jeans and t-shirts. And everybody in the office were not even buffed up. They were just like normal, casual people. And then that day she felt very like odd, being the only one like that went overboard when it came to like dressing. So what I just want to say, it's not even about France. I think this is very common in countries that are in mostly like in Europe, I guess. So I would say that when it comes to dressing, less is more always. Like for me now, I can't remember the last time I wore like heels to work, you know. The only time I wear heels to work is if there's a dinner or if there's an event or something and I have to like, dress up or buff up, like then I can switch it up a bit. But then like on my normal casual day, I would rather go for like a sneakers, I would go for like maybe like a Brooks or just something very, corporate but still like casual and presentable, right? I just want to look good. I just want to look okay. I'm not going overboard, right? I'm just, mid, if that makes sense. Everybody has their vibe, but I think generally the main rule of should I say rule of thumb or rule of law? No, there's no rule of law in dressing. But anyways, the main thing is just that be presentable, try to look good, but not, I don't know, like you're going for a wedding when you're going to the office. I mean, except you're working in Chanel or like all those makeup stores like Sephora, then those people, they're selling makeup brands or they are representing their brand. So when you walk into a store like NYX, you see the people working there, they try to use their products on their face just because they're selling their brand. But when you walk into a random office like or a random place, I don't think you would see that a lot of I don't know. This is just my own view. Simplicity, right? Simplicity is just it. Like French people are very simple and very direct. So even in the fashion, sometimes I used to wonder like when they see Nigerian fashion, when you see Nigerian people dressing up, our own fashion is like, you know, and then when I see their fashion, it's expensive, it's luxury, but then you see like the details are very, very, very like, you know, straight to the point, simple. Like it's not about showing how much money you have by how much you dress. It's about your presentation and how you look, right? And if you look sensible, I mean, everybody will talk to you. So there's one point that I really want to talk about when it comes to fitting into the French culture, and that's making friends. To be honest, right now, I think I've given up on actually making French friends because I've seen a lot of people. This. I don't know if this part will fit into fitting into the culture because for me, fitting into the culture is everything I've mentioned. But when it comes to getting a French friend, I don't care if I don't have a French friend because I feel like these days people sell like being having a French friend, they make it seem like gold. I don't know, like this is just my opinion. I'm not like for me, the way friendship is, I value friendship a lot, right? I value people, I value my relationships with people. And if I try to be your friend or if you try to be my friend and I see that we have common values, I mean, why not? We can establish a friendship. But when it comes to like people glorifying being friends with a French person, or like the French people are reserved, or when a French person is your friend, you should be lucky because you should feel lucky because French people don't really have I fit into your culture. I don't want to fit into your French. I don't think I want to kill myself to have a French friend. Like till tomorrow, I don't think I have somebody that's will say my French friend. I mean, I have people that I have French people that I consider as my seniors, like in my career, and I feel like these people I look up to them. And I remember like one of my bosses from Nigeria before I came to France, where I worked one time. The guy was French, and really when I came to France, he took me through different things. He even took me out to a restaurant. He was always sending me messages. It was really nice. And I consider him like a good person, right? Even almost my friend, right? So there are people like that are really good. So I value those kind of people. But when it comes to fitting into the French culture, I don't think having a French friend should necessarily make you feel among or feel like I don't know. I feel like when I go to places and I walk into French people, I'm very nice. I keep it casual. I keep it open. I'm very like real with everybody around. But when it comes to friendship, if you're a French person and you don't consider me your friend, I don't consider you my friend too. You understand? So when it comes to fitting into the French culture, I don't like how people talk about um oh, I have a French friend. Oh, like getting a French friend is very good. Or it's very. I'm like, if you are adding something to my life, if you're my classmate, yes, and you're adding something to my life, yes, why not? But I'm not going to go out of my way to have a French friend just to fit into the culture, if that makes sense. There are other people that live in this country that are not French, and they're very good when it comes to friendship. So yeah, I think best places for you to meet French people when you want to improve your French, for example, go to sports clubs, go out to like events where you meet like a lot of French people. There are like work events, there are even hobby groups, there are groups that learn French groups like that. You meet people, there are like different ways. But then like outside of those events, there are some friendships that don't go out of that. So it's only when you're within that event or within that circle you can have like French friends. But when it comes to like moving the friendship out of that, then it's like okay, you fit in when you're with them, but then when you're going out to have um real life friendships, so to say, I don't use that to measure my fitting into the culture, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but try to pick up whatever you feel like you can pick from that. But yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. And then the last one I would say is fitting into the culture does not mean your identity should disappear or should disappear completely. Because there are some people that they come to France now, they're like, they don't want to relate with other Nigerians or other Africans just because. I'm like, bro, calm down. You're an African. You're like a Nigerian. You are a Nigerian by identity, by blood, by history, everything. So why are you acting like um you're not a Nigerian? So fitting into the culture does not mean erasing your identity. Rather, it's not about assimilation. Like I said before, you're not assimilating. It's just that you're trying to fit in, right? You are still African, you're Nigerian, but that does not mean your culture should disappear. You have your own identity as a person. So the main key here is to try to have a skill that is being adaptable, right? Being able to act like a Roman when you're in Rome, right? Try to be adaptable, try to fit in, learn how to stand firm when you need to stand firm. Don't be carried away just because, yeah, don't try to be a people pleaser. Don't try to insert yourself in a place where you're not wanted, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I would say if you're an African in France or a Nigerian in France, so you need to understand the French culture and know how to play by it and know how to adapt and respect people, respect the culture, and also keep your own culture, but also respect the culture. If you're watching this video and you currently live in France, I want to know if you have had any experience when it comes to trying to fit into the culture. Let me know in the comments if you've had any experiences that you'd like to share, or tell me if you actually agree to some of the things I said, or if you disagree to some things I said. Let me know in the comments. Let's talk. I think I've come to the end of this video. If you like this video, please click on the like button, subscribe to this channel if you have not yet subscribed, yes, and share this video to your friends, share it on your WhatsApp status, share it everywhere to your friends. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I think I'm going to bring it to a close here. I just want to say I would be coming next time with another video, so stay tuned to this channel. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for always watching and for always engaging. See you guys in the next one. Bye.